All right, thank you for staying with us. Those highlights of the kids at the Campus Square Center. Plenty of goals at the end of the day. Well, we've made a change now, and we have to break all protocol and bring this man in, and also announce to you that Enyimba have qualified for the group stage of the CAF Champions League. That's the story. Enyimba have qualified. They lost a 3-goal lead, 3-3 at full time in Sus. Enyimba have qualified 4-3 on penalties. That's the breaking news. Onye Wuchimachuku, it's been tension all day. We barely can even catch our breath on set. We've been monitoring everywhere. But the good news is that Enyimba went through the eye of the needle, went through hell, and they've made it.
What a game, Twain. You know, highly hypertensive game. You know, I had to sprint to the
They lost the first 2 kicks.
They lost the first one. Founder and Christian Piagbara
lost the first two kicks.
And it was, you know, becoming like, you know, the game was.
It was not going to be their day. But
and all of a sudden, the Tunisians.
Theophilus Afelokai saved 3 kicks back to back.
And the Tunisians brought in the reserve goalkeeper.
Who they felt
was a better goalkeeper.
But he saved 2.
He saved 2. But their main goalkeeper was not happy when he left. You know, he even refused to acknowledge greetings from the reserve keeper.
Dramatic day of football.
You know, but I think it's a big lesson for Enyimba. You know, the last 10 minutes of the game, they came back to play football. You know, they packed the balls like, you know.
Well, you know, but we've always said it, that in a game of this nature, the strategy for Enyimba should have been try and get a goal.
Absolutely.
Try and get a goal.
Christian Piagbara almost got a goal, but I mean.
Almost doesn't kill a bird.
One-on-one with the goalkeeper.
It's a lesson.
He missed targets.
It's a lesson. But this is the first time in so many years that the Nigerian team is making it to the group phase of the CAF Champions League, and that calls for celebration. Yeah, but the manner Enyimba did it, well, question marks, but they will look at the fact that they have the result all the same. They got through on penalties, but Enyimba will really need to do a lot more.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the loss of, you know, Ikechukwu Benebu had to be replaced in the first half. He copped an injury, and they had to bring on Kester. Then for me, I always complain about the right back of Enyimba. He's the weakest link in that team. You go and watch that game again. Most of all the onslaught from Tour Sahel were from that right back. They need to do something as quickly as possible, you know, so that you won't just work so hard and lose the game because of 1 or 2 slips. The defending was horrendous. The second goal was something that...
consider the first goal was set piece, yeah. Second goal was set piece.
Yeah, but the
third goal was like the guy was just watching and they couldn't react in the box.
They couldn't react in the box, allowed an Etoile Sahel player to even turn with the ball and shoot. What do you expect the goalkeeper to do in such a situation? So, but thankfully, we have somebody like Theophilus Afelokai, who's also very experienced on the continent, and you know, also well experienced in stopping penalties, and he has shown it today.
Saving 3 penalties in a row. You know, kept Enyimba in the CAF Champions League.
Yeah, and we also have to thank Chimakas. You know, after the first 2 kicks were missed,
there was pressure on Chimakas.
Chimakas, you know, wonderful penalty. You know, brilliant penalty. That is how you know big players.
Big occasion.
When the occasion
demands it,
you step up and you score that goal. I think that goal gave Enyimba and the other penalty takers the confidence
to go out and do it. And at the same time, as Enyimba were growing in confidence, the Tunisians were going down on confidence because Afelokai saved the first one, saved the second one.
And their captain actually missed. Their first miss was their captain.
Yeah.
You know, he was looking for...
So while Enyimba were on the ascendancy, they were descending.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Nigeria. Congratulations, Enyimba. Through to the group stage of the CAF Champions League. Dramatic night of football in Sus. At the end of 90 minutes, Enyimba had conceded 3 goals. The 3-0 advantage had gone.
Yeah.
And then Enyimba needed to win it by a penalty. So it's done. Enyimba in the group phase. It was not just for Enyimba. With the good news for us, defending champions Tipi Mazembe crashed out. They are out, and we have a lot of surprises. Zesco United are through to the group phase, and a whole lot of drama. So Enyimba now will have to learn a lesson from what happened today and get better for the group phase. Yeah, the group phase will be tough at all, you know. And the good thing too is that there will be so much focus. The teams are less now, 8 teams in the group stage. But you need to take your chances when you play at away games. You have to be clinical. We said it last week that if you're going to soak up the pressure, then you must have very, you know, clinical finishers. Piagbara was, you know, I think he was faulty. His movement on the ball, he was already inside the vital area. What he needed to do was to keep his composure and pick his angle.
and that would have ended the game. The match would not have dragged into penalty. So when you are going for away games, you must get your tactics spot on. The defenders must do their work, and everybody on the 11 players, must concentrate. What they did today, yes, they qualified, but a lot of lessons still need to be learnt. I saw Polai Bogun, under tremendous pressure towards the last 10 minutes of the game, and we just hope that going to these crucial stages, things will be done properly.
All right, Oye, congratulations.
Yeah,
if this is all that you're going to be doing on Sports Tonight today, it's worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
Since 2011,
no Nigerian
2012,
team. Yes.
after Sunshine Stars, no Nigerian team
has made it to the group phase.
And we are at the risk of even
losing a slot.
All
right, congratulations, Enyimba. They've made it to the group phase of the CAF Champions League. They went through hell to achieve it. But that's maybe the character of champions. You hold on to whatever options you have. They had the options of penalties. They lost the first 2 kicks during the shootout, but they were still able to get the result. The man that stood out, Tuvelos Afelokai, saved 3 kicks on the bounce and kept Enyimba in the race. And now they are in the group phase of the CAF Champions League. All right. So congratulations, Nigeria. Congratulations, Abia State. Congratulations, Enyimba. All right. But let's come back very quickly, take a quick look at some issues before I bring in my special guest as well. 2016 Federation Cup playoffs held last weekend. Remember, rookie teams, amateur teams are the ones involved at the playoff stage. And they had their games played last weekend. Let's just get you up to speed very quickly with the results from the playoffs. You have Feinti losing 1-2 to Yenegua City. You have Dis David Afrik losing 0-4 on penalties to Akure City. Alma of Abeokuta of Ogun State beating Chisco 1-0. Zaria Strikers lost 0-2 to Wiki Feeders from Bauchi. Diamond Stars lost 1-5 to Lagos team, Bridge FC, in the playoff. And there are other results of Shetima United losing 4-5 on penalties to Zara FC. Damaturu United 1-0 winners over Diamond Academy. Samba Kolma lost 1-2 to Fastbeer. Akwanga Selected of Nasarawa beat Alpha Adeja 5-4 on penalties as well. And these are the results of playoff games decided last weekend, of course, in the 2016 Federation Cup. And the Nigerian Football Federation have announced that the draw for the national final, the national draw, will take place next month, first week of next month. We'll keep you posted with all of that as well. Of course, as we go along on the show, we'll be expecting Tunde Koiki, who is in Sus and saw it all. I'm sure where Tunde is right now, maybe he's trying to find his way out of Sus, out of that stadium, because it was all a tour de Sahel. It was a very hostile environment. But we will see if we can get across to Tunde Koiki as we go on the show and be able to speak to him on the program tonight. But let's go on a quick break now. Onye, any word from you? Before I allow you to go, what should Enyimba be doing now? Now we know they're in the group phase, the draws will be made. A lot of North African teams have made it through. What should Enyimba be doing? Any opportunities for us to recruit, strengthen the squad, particularly get goal scorers? Unfa scored a hat-trick in the first leg, but today he was caged and he just couldn't move.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think at this group stage you can get 1 or 2 players.
They have to fortify the attack.
For me, the right back, like I mentioned, Enyimba got to get
a solid right back.
Solid right back. That
when they allowed Maxine Ojobo, yes, who was their main man, in that position,
right from the first game on the continent against Vipers of Uganda, it was obvious that the right back was the weakest link of that team. So if you have a solid back line and midfielders, I think they are not short. There are a lot of midfielders in the midfielders. Today Osadiaye was missing because of suspension. He could have added, another dimension options in the midfield. And like you said, after Mfaundo, Stephen Chukwude was injured, and they had.
Where's our tall striker? Christian Obiozo.
A lot of issues. Injury, health issues, and he has not been able to come back. But in his absence, they need to get a formidable striker,
a goal scorer.
You need at least 3 quality strikers to compete in the CAF Champions League. So I think they will look at the options.